Remember, we live, we hot. Ain't no bullshit on her.
Let's go.
I'm motherfucking painting around with Dr. Really gonna get me, stupid bitch.
Let's go.
All I know is where we been and what we. Where the fuck Big Mo at, man?
No idea.
Let's make sure them players that's do not touch list is not being pursued right now. What that? Who was it? Linebacker, right? LaRocca hard-headed as shit, bro. Take your fucking bid off of him. Free agency got some alright motherfuckers in it, doubt. Hard-headed ass LaRocca. Bigger Valley, you gonna have to outbid him, bro.
Or else there's no saving him.
I got the bread.
He has 100 mil, he should be able to.
Nah, LaRocca, whatever the fuck he want right now, all that money he got. But guess what? I'm running it up.
All the way up.
All the way up. Bigger Valley, you gonna have to outbid him, bro, because I gotta hit it soon, my nigga. You gonna have to outbid him because he not listening.
Not listening.
I'll try one more time. What up, Mike?
What's up? Good, Mike.
Alright, so we had a I don't know, man, how y'all felt about the season 6, man. Actually season 7. What was really is if we count the sim year, this would be season 7. We ready going to season 8, right?
Yeah.
How y'all felt about the last season we just had, overall, like the entire season?
I felt like there was a lot of competition. I felt like there was a lot of your usual comp, and I don't know, people talking shit in chat like usual.
I got your fucking back. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see what my girlie's saying. And I thank you. Okay, so if Chad blocked the waiver, what that mean? He can't play anywhere except roster unless we leave the league. Leave the league. He inboxed me and is pissed. Laughing aloud. Then had another Gloucester coach asking me about Jason. Shaking my head. I'm going to talk to my kids tonight when I get home. But coming to school and see where if there's transportation, I'm sure it's a go. Yes, it would be so nice. Jay would love it. Love that everyone talk about him leaving, huh? Laughing out loud. Hell yeah. You know, I got the inside scoop on everything. All right, so I think like this run this season it was a good season, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That Super Bowl run I had, it wasn't. How do I say this? I think I benefited from the complete. A schedule can work wonders for you. Put it that way. And the fact that I had, and no disrespect to anybody that I played on my schedule, but the fact that I had a schedule the way I had, it set it up for that Super Bowl run. I still don't think no one. I still think Jimbo's Super Bowl run was the best Super Bowl run I've seen throughout RDL. The way he won the Super Bowl and who he had to go through to win the Super Bowl, I thought that was probably the most impressive Super Bowl win of any user we got. That run was big. That felt like I mean, who did it in real life? Somebody that came out of nowhere and won it, like that we wouldn't expect to win in this shit. You know what I mean? Like you never had them pick to win the Super Bowl, but they got hot in the playoffs and they just went all the way and won that shit. Well, it felt real. It felt like we was watching real NFL in that moment. To go through the players he had to go through to get to it. I think my Super Bowl run this year started with the schedule, and I got to stick to that. I mean, I lost week 1, and then I really didn't have a complete tough schedule until I got to the Bears. I'm never going to cancel out the Vikings and say he ass, because he's nowhere near ass. But the toughest games, I mean, out of a 16-game schedule, I played the Bears twice. That was 2 tough games. I would say the Texans is a tough game, and the Seahawks is a tough game. Outside of that, the other guys that would have been tough games didn't play. Dirty Rat usually played me tight. We play good games. I either blow him out or we play a good game. Black didn't play, and Black was in the middle of a 6-1 run before he had to shut it down because of work and getting busy. And I think that killed him. And Black changed the outlook of the NFC. Black plays his game and he wins 2 out of the last 6-7 games he lost. He won 2 out of that. We changed the course of some people that made the playoffs. Because maybe if he beats McCoy, and if it's a 5th, if he beats McCoy in that head-up matchup, McCoy don't make the playoffs this year. So things all bounced the way it bounced. But I do think I benefited from the schedule. And what happened was being able to win awards and throw the ball all over the place and run and do whatever and get stats the way I did this year. I think it benefited into how I played in the playoffs. But I will say this, in the playoffs, butt ball central, I ain't gonna take away Nano on what I did, but in the playoffs, I don't think nobody has a single player on their team that had a playoff run like my running back did.
But do you think that since your schedule was so light that it made you more refreshed in the playoffs? Like you felt like you could make that deep run because you didn't have a tough regular season schedule?
Yeah, I think the development of your players and the AIs is everything. I think my biggest competition in the playoffs would have been Falk, who actually was in the playing. Falk hasn't really been active like we would. He's been active, but coming off that Vegas trip and then hopping right in the game and all that, I didn't get Falk's complete best. So I think but the person that would have gave me the most trouble got knocked out by the Bucks, and that's Hoodie. So everything lined up. You feel me? Like, all right, playing the Bears. Us playing 3 straight times in one season is big, bro. That can, you know what I mean, that's hard. Like, and for me to get that 31-13 win, things bounced my way, I guess. But like, it came down to, again, I don't think no one had a player who single-handedly dictated a game like my running back did all 4 games in the playoffs, including the Super Bowl. If you go through the stats and you look at it, I mean, Justin Fields was pretty much non-existent in the playoff. He didn't have to do nothing. He just had to manage the game. But look, 27 carries, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Bears. That's my running back. Tigers game, same kind of look. Actually, Justin Fields played great in this game, but it still came down to 24 carries, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then we get to the Bucks game, and this was crazy. This is probably one of the best games I ever. It was weird. It was a weird game. It didn't come down to it was like a lot of crazy shit that happened, but he had 34 carries for 407 yards, 6 touchdowns. I think that's a Super Bowl high. I don't think no one's ever did that before. And then in the Super Bowl, he got MVP of that game, rushing for, again, 178 yards and a touchdown. So that run with that running back was great. Without it, I don't get past half the teams I got past. But again, I think the hardest competition outside of Falky being on, being in aggressive mode, Falky, was like the Bucks and Hoodie. And I think me and Hoodie, his matchup is a little worse than the Bucks. Me and Bucks match up well. I think my pass rush really affects him a lot. Which he addressed that by he turned his quarterback into a runner, and rightfully so. And his quarterback almost had 200 yards rushing on me. So, but Hoodie gives me a problem. Period. His style of play gives me a problem, and the fact that he got knocked off, no homo. I think that made the run, completed the run. And then the Bigavelli game, it just came down to turning the ball over and capitalizing on points. And this was a field goal game for the most part, except for that pick 6. I only scored 2 touchdowns in the game. Israel and my safety had that pick 6, which turned the game completely around and put it away pretty much. So so that's what it was. But it was a hell of a run, and like I said, I think I'm not going to be the one to be like, I benefited from that schedule. I think that schedule put my players in a space where they all won awards. They all were flying high by the time we got to the playoffs. And that was that throughout the playoffs. But like, it was some big time games outside of just me and that playoff run too. It's weird because you was holding on to the Chargers, defending his championship, you know what I'm saying? And again, he matched up with one person out of all the people in the AFC. He matched up with the one person who's his Achilles heel, which is Boone. And I think that killed his whole drive because Boone called him ass all the time and all that, and I don't agree with all that. But what I do know is everybody got that one player they play against that give them problems and fits with their style of play. It's always about a matchup. Matchups is everything. So when he matched up with Boone, and Boone's been winning all those matchups, I think that was the side factor of that situation. But Jungle not playing, that changed a lot too. Jungle not playing in the playoffs, that changed a lot, changed the course of the AFC completely. And then Bigavelli did what he's supposed to do, capitalized on the big one against Boone and got himself to the Super Bowl. So the playoff run was great, man. I think every year our playoff run is really good because you're getting the top players in the league playing against each other. Simple as that. So it was great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great run for everybody. But my main thing I like the most, I saw guys that get their ass whooped in and year out turn their seasons completely around. Like we gotta look at this. Notice the Lions. The Lions is a top 3 pick every year. For him to win 5 games, and even out of them 5 games, he had about 3 or 4 forced losses. For him to win 5 games and sticking with it and getting better right now and beating people that, you know, you would think that to put up 90 on him and shit is a testament to, I think, how good our league really is. And that when the guys at the bottom make your league, the guys that don't win ball games, they make your league. Mike won some big games this year. You know, so like I think we got a development stage that's happening amongst this league that I don't think most leagues have, and that development stage is your bottom guys who actually make your league are all fighting to get better, and they working on things, and they all are getting better. We also got 2 new users in the league. I really don't know too much about the Raiders guy, but I have been in conversation with the new Titans. I just want to thank y'all for joining the league. Appreciate it. Hopefully y'all fit in where y'all get in where y'all fit in. Titans supposed to be pretty solid. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Most people come over and they dominate other leagues. They get over here and the competition is way different and they don't stick around. The last person that came from a league where he dominated all the time and stuck around was the Bucks. And he's been around since, so hopefully the Titans can do that same situation, stick around. The storylines of this year was great. We had a lot of ups and downs, man. We had a lot of emotional situations going on from everywhere. We had people leaving their groups. You know, a lot of you know, emotions. A lot of people felt like things were going against them in certain situations. It was all over the place, man. We had guys not playing that usually play. That's coming back for the 48-hour seasons. So things should be on the uprise. I hope this season everybody playing their games and we get a true testament on who's really the top players in the league, because this season right here will determine where you pick at in Madden 20.
That's
now,
pretty big.
That's really big. So play your games, man. Now coming into this next season, it will be season 7 that we played, season 8 regular. Predictions, man. Do you see anything changing in some of these division matchups?
I gotta beat the Chargers again. That's about it.
My question.
About anybody else.
My question is, what Onk are we going to get this year, man? Is he going with a 48-hour schedule? Is he going to ride out?
We're gonna get the Onk that brings out the new playbook this year. Watch.
I think, honestly, bro, because I really think this could be a 3-team race over here, and this division right here. What Boone are we going to get? Are we going to get the energy Boone when he winning, or are we going to get the energy Boone when shit ain't going his way? Is Jungle going to sit still enough to be able to make a run for a Super Bowl? Because out of all these users over here right now, the Browns got the most to prove, bro. Like, he got the most to prove, bro. Like, he really gotta work, man. He got work to do. Because I said before we got out of RDL3 that I thought he would win multiple Super Bowls. He got to win one, bro. Now, in the AFC South, I will say this: the Texans and the Colts they balled out all year long. I know this is like considered the weakest division. Mill is back. This new Titans guy, see how he worked, and let's see what Shaq can capitalize off what Shaq did. 9-7 year for Shaq. I thought that was great. Shaq not only went 9-7, he was fighting all the way to week 17 for a playoff spot, and he had players that was close in first and second place in awards. So Shaq turned it up. Ty played really good football. So I think this division is going to be a lot better with 4 users over there actually playing now. The AFC East, can the Dolphins get back to respectability right now? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, this is my guy. I fuck with Anton though, but I want to see him erase that cloud he got over him right now. You know, like every year that he do play, his quarterback has been getting hurt for multiple seasons. And then there's a downcline from there. He just doesn't play. And I know he's traveling and all that stuff, but it's almost like with Jungle when they call him sweaty palms and all that shit. You got to get that. You ain't winning, so you on vacation shit. That stigma got to go. You got to get it back to making this division a 3-team race, because it's been a 2-team race since Big Avelli stopped losing to you, flat out. So this division could be great again if we can get them to play their games. Now the AFC West, we got, like I said, we got a new Raiders user over here. My boy C Hound got to get that stigma. Perception is everything. He got to get that stigma off his back that if he getting blown out, the game drops. And I believe he doesn't quit. I know this guy. He's been in my league since I first started the league, period, in Madden. And I seen him give up big scores and not quit and play the game. But perception is everything, man. You getting blown out in a game drop, there's nobody in the world that's gonna think you didn't quit that game. So that's that. Now, can he step it up and play his games and do what he got to do in a 48-hour league? Can he make y'all division tougher? Is this new Raiders guy going to be any good to the point? Because this Raider team is probably one of the best teams in y'all division as far as the people on that team. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you get a good user over there, you can cause havoc over here. Can we find a way to make it harder for the Jimbo? Now, I'm not wishing Jimbo struggles or nothing like that, but he's had a free run every year to the playoffs, damn near every year. There's no competition in the AFC West for him to have to fight through winning the division every year. So, and that plays big when you get into the playoffs. You get there every year because you know you're going to win all your division games, so everything else doesn't matter. And that's big. So can you, Nano, step up and make this guy fight again for this division right now?
Oh, I did it once. I can do it again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm trying my best to. I've been having some good seasons. Like I've been going 9-7 and stuff. 2 seasons in a row now. One season was 9-7. One season was 10-6. Missed the playoffs because I lost both games to Jimbo. So even if I go 1-1 and win the rest of my division games, like I have been, like I've been winning 4 division games and then losing two to Jimbo, which I can't do because he's on the top, right? So.
Right.
I gotta win at least 1 out of the 2. It doesn't matter if I drop 1, but dropping 2 can't happen.
I'm about to say something about the NFC North that most people probably say I'm reaching, or if Boone was actively being a co-host today, he would be like, man, get the fuck out of here. You just reaching, trying to make your division look better than it is. But I will say this. This matchup right here between the Packers and the Bears is nuts, and I think it's the best rival in the league right now, flat out. No hands down, best rival in the league right now. But I do think Vikings and Lions are sneaky. I'm not going to pit them to make our division is top heavy, but yes, yeah. I will say that I'm not. I would never say the Lions is that good now, where I can consider our division the best division. But JPZ sneaks a win in every fucking season against the Bears, and lately the Lions have been. If they could keep that momentum, they can make some noise in it. Because the loss, one of us, me and the Bears, if one of us lose to one of these 2 guys, can fuck up everything. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, you saw that happen this year. So I like our division. I like what's going on, but I like I said, it's top heavy. But Vikings always still a win, and then the Lions always still in a win against a couple people. So
I wouldn't sleep on the Lions beating the Bears if he keeps forcing those field goals. I mean, he kept forcing field goals against McCoy, so I mean, he can, if he stops them, then and he learns how to score on offense, he's going to be good.
Yeah, I think the Lions is getting better, but I ain't quick to say that anything about McCoy will dominate that matchup every single time.
Yeah.
But now in the South, here's the problem over here. You know, Reef is going to play, and he going to reach out and do what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, can he turn it up a little bit? Now, Jesus Warrior, he's on the ropes a lot. If he's not missing games, then we in a different situation. But we need S-God to start playing his games again, bro. Like, we need it. Because the Bucks right now is having a free lunch every fucking season. This guy can take 5 50-50s and not worry about nothing. And there's nobody pressing this division right now. So we kind of need these guys to step it up a little bit over here, big time. Now, the NFC East, you got the Cowboys, Redskins, the Eagles. Now, Big Mo is a dog. He can play the game. So if Big Mo gives us a full season at 48 hours, this NFC East is going to be a problem this year. And I really think, and LaRocca plays his games. LaRocca is a solid player too. Cowboys is always a good player. His work schedule kind of stopped him from being who he was in our league. So I think with Falky playing when he play and don't play, I think this is going to be an interesting division this year. And some somebody else might come out of it this year, man. Depends on what, like I said, what Falky's going to do. But the NFC West, man, you got Cardinals and the Seahawks. Now, Hoodie's dominated this division since the league started. The Cardinals is always a wild card to me, meaning like he can win games and he can lose the games he need to win. Mike's playing pretty good football for Mike right now at 7-9. I like that record. And then if we're going to get an active black or a black that slide off, this division can really be good, bro. I think this division can really be good if everybody's playing. But somebody got to challenge the king of this division. Somebody got to give Hood a run for his money, man, to stop letting him just walk away with this division every year. Like, something got to give, period, man. But the offseason, man, this is going to be a good offseason. I'm going to let y'all know one thing and one thing for sure, one thing for certain. This draft class is a special draft class. It is a very special draft class. Participate in this draft. You got Arch Manning, Eli and Manning's nephew, and Peyton's nephew, who's the dog of the quarterback class. But then we got Last Chance U, DeAndre Johnson sitting here, and Malik Henry sitting here from Last Chance U, the junior college team. They pretty solid players. Jake Garcia is a dog. Kyle McCord is a dog. Nick Cargman from Woodrow Wilson from my area is a dog. So you got some quarterbacks. These quarterbacks right now, if somebody's looking for a quarterback right now, you can draft one of these quarterbacks and plug them and play right now, and you'll go through the growing pains, but you don't have to develop them as much as you think you're going to have to develop these guys. They solid. This running back class is very good, man. I think the most silkiest guy in this draft right here is 7, McGee. But as you can see, Donovan Edwards got an 8.4 rating on him right now, combine grade. Raheem Boyd, he's another Last Chance U running back. He at Arkansas right now. He's a dog. Evan Pryor, another guy with 8.4, and Kingston Davis 8.3. Cody Brown 8.2. So as you can see, the grades are pretty high on these guys. Check them out. If you need a running back or a backup running back to hold your starting running back down when he's tired or hurt, it's a good running back class, man. At receivers, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s son is a fucking dog. Chad Johnson, we had to put him back in the draft class. Yeah, everybody know he's a dog. Here's my favorite though. Chris Hudson is a dog. I really like him from St. Bosco's prep over in California. He's a dog. There's another St. Bosco's guy, Josh Delgado. Troy Franklin, he's a nice player. He's the #1 receiver in his class. Jake Belly, Malachi Wideman, the Florida State guy, pretty good. Carlos Thompson is from Last Chance U as well. He's a good player. With this receiving core, you got plug and play guys. I think it's big, heavy on a lot of slot receivers, and also some skilled special team players throughout this class. But this class is deep, man. Corey Palmer is a dog. Nick Catato is a dog. Trayvon King and Stanley King. And then Moss's son is in this draft class. Don't sleep on him sitting down here at the 18th best receiver, Montego Moss. Do not sleep on him. The tight end class is pretty solid. You know what I mean? We're going to have some good players over here. And everybody know what a good tight end can do for your offense. So, now the line is pretty solid. Onk ain't going to like what I'm about to do, but oh well. The line is pretty solid. But we got a guy in our league right now who has a son who's actually the #4 best lineman in Jersey, and he's like number 42 in the country, Khalil Phillips right now. This is his year. That's Onk's son, man. He a dog, man. So we got some good linemen out here. Everybody can plug and play lineman. You never can not have a lineman, man, at all. So, and be honest with you, this draft class is loaded with linemen, and I think at this point everybody got their skill players. This is where you want to go, offensive line right now. Broderick Jones is a beast. Now the defensive ends are loaded. When I tell you this is the best defensive end class we ever had, it is loaded top to bottom. As you can see, check out the combine grades on these guys and you can see who's who off those grades. It is loaded and they all ready to play right now. These guys can play right now and be a 93, 95 by the time you get to see week 6, 7 if you develop them right. Both sides of it. Both sides of these guys. They are all dogs. Just letting y'all know now. So the D tackles, same thing. Got some good D tackles on here, man. Bunch of plug and play guys. Now I love this linebacker class, man. Jack Sawyer is a dog. Smell Munden is a dog. We got some good guys in here. If you see me stopping on their name, they somebody to reckon with. You know what I'm saying? So the draft class is pretty solid, man. Again, but the middle linebacker, Jeremiah Trotter, for all my Eagle fans, man, his son is a dog, bro. And then Camden's own Tyreek Austin Cave is sitting here. He a dog. We got some guys that's just dogs, man. You just got to pay attention to them. Again, the middle linebacker guys are all plug and play right away. So again, plug and play, man. Make sure y'all draft. All right, here we are at the outside linebackers. One of my favorite right here is Mason Tufiga. He's pretty solid. Clayton Smith is good. Derek Harris Jr. is good. Drew Sanders is good. Jamil Kwan, Tatai coach him. He's good. Now the cornerback class is loaded. This might be the outside of the offensive line, and the defensive ends. This can fight for the best class in here right now. Everybody is good in this. You getting a starter or a slot corner the moment you draft them. Bottom line. As you can see, it's loaded. Keep going down. This is loaded. So pay attention to it. The free safeties is pretty solid. We got some good guys over here. All right. But the strong safeties is minimum. We got some good guys here, but it's not that many. Remember, if you draft a kicker or a punter, they will get spreadsheeted. They will be a real rookie. So after the draft and you get a kicker or punter, please DM me the kicker and punter you got, and I will turn them into a real player that's coming out in this draft class. And that's the draft class, man. That we looking at right now. So all right, fellas, we all know what's going on, man. We in the off season. There's no better off season around here like RDL's off season. Our shit always chipping, man, and it's always a good one. So let's get it popping. Let's get our shit all together. I'm gonna read some of these comments of what people talking about right now in the chat and see what's going on, man. All right, what league is ya? PS4, Jan, PS4, hit it. Yeah, PS4, buddy. Man, don't get the lion's nuts out your mouth. McCoy, you asshole. You hear this, man, though? Hey, Brandon, Trill Thompson Williams, bro. This is a PS4 league, bro. If you interested, send me a friend request on PS4 if you have PS4. And my name is AntHits, ANTHITS. Again, AntHits, ANTHITS. Send me a friend request and we can go from there. I can start conversating with you to get you over here if you're looking to join. Yo, my boy said get the lion's nuts out your mouth, dog.
Well, why doesn't he get Hoodie's nuts out of his mouth?
Yeah, Hoodie nuts out his mouth? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you speaking big time words right now. So, all right, so we looking at some things right now over here. Let's see. Israel carries the load. Lambeau Leap. We got one, baby. Superbowl. Let's see what's going on. We got some more comments going on right now. Let's read it. I'm a FWU. What? Okay, I got one. All right, cool. What you say, bro? What that FWU stand for? Yo. D-Mick, what's up, my boy? It still say I don't have any money. What the fuck? This game broke. It is, bro. I don't know what's going on, man. This shit crazy. And I done gave you 90 million, so I don't know what the fuck going on. But we'll take care of it, man. Figure it out, and we'll go from there, bro. D-Mick, man, we miss you, my boy, man. We can't wait for you to be back a part of it, man. Handle your business. You know we talked. I know what's going on. Do your thing, my boy. Ain't nothing more important than your lifestyle and what you got going on. You heard? We miss you, though, my nigga. Just know that. This Raider team ain't been the same without you, cuz. You was trying to build something big over here, man. Hey, man, I'm proud, man, for Coach Ease. Rest in peace, Coach Ease. You got Coach of the Year over here. True. Oh, they my stories. I thought I was on everybody's stories. I don't want to make it about the Packers. But Nano, man, what you think about that Bucks game, bro? That shit was crazy.
back. He came storming back.
Oh my God, storming back ain't the word, bro. Most people 41 to 14, you down, and I got ball back at halftime, my nigga. But you know what? You know what he did, bro? By him taking that, and I never adjusted to it. He ran that quarterback very well. That quarterback had 3 rushing touchdowns on me, bro. And at the end of the day, he put so much pressure on you on the passing game. I'm like, fuck it. If he gonna run with that quarterback, you know, being up 41-14, you know, you gotta score fast in my eyes, and he did. It was weird how he did it, but he got 3 back-to-back turnovers, back-to-back in the third quarter and shit, making me fumble and shit. And that was the turnaround. Scored 21 points in that quarter. That was big, man.
Pulled it out though.
Yeah, but how you feel about him not being down with MMG anymore?
He's Indo now. He's independent, bro. He ain't having none of this clan or group type shit anymore.
He said he by himself.
Nah. Yeah, he's not with Jungle or he's not with MMG anymore. He's by himself. He's independent. I think he doesn't want like any of the beef. He don't want no smoke. That's it.
All I know is that's a storyline for the league, man. Like I said, I think our league is like a reality TV show, and I would love to find a way to put this thing out there where people can see what we go through in this league, man. But it's a reality show, man, and you get in reality. One thing I'm always say, man, competition brings out the worst and the best in people, period. And I don't care if it's a video game or not. Competition brings out the worst and the best in people.
I hate losing games. I hate losing games.
You got that shit. I mean, nobody wants to lose, bro. But again, competition brings out the best and the worst in everybody, man. Like, how about the playoff game, Chargers and the Ravens? How you feel about Boone faking a field goal in that game?
I was fine with it. I think I was fine. I would have done the same thing probably.
This is what I think about it. Boone an asshole, period. But everybody know that. Boone ain't the guy that's going to call the dogs off ever. Mm-hmm. Anybody that's played with Boone know if he could put 100 up on you, he going to try to put 100 up on you. So I didn't find that outside of his character. Now, I thought the fake field goal was kind of corny, but again, I don't find out. And then you playing somebody that, you know, actually our MMG is like a rival to everybody. They beef with every fucking body in the chat and on the game and all that. So you playing a guy you don't really give a fuck about as far as playing the game, not as a person. But you don't give a fuck about it. You making a statement. You've been calling this guy ass all the entire time no matter what he's been doing, you won't give him his proper respect as a Madden player. So you fake a field goal after you up big like that, man, which caused him to quit the game. And it's hard because in that moment you like, man, you quit the game, bro. Like, you broke a rule. But then in the other moment of it, it was like, come on, Boone, fucking asshole. What's the point of doing that shit? But again, I don't see it no different from a person faking a field goal and running scoring up, or a person that's blowing somebody out and calling timeouts with 9 seconds left, 13 seconds left. It comes right back to competition and knowing the people you're dealing with. And some people just not gonna sit through that shit. Like, I ain't sitting through that shit. That's how they gonna act. Fuck that, bro. You trying to be an asshole, burning timeouts, the game over, fuck out the game. And again, as you pick up the sticks, you entitled to dealing with what you got to deal with. You say the moment you play in the league and you know the rules is you can't quit a game or whatever it is, it's up to you what you do. You don't get yourself blown the fuck out. It's that simple. I had to deal with it. Hoodie was up 50 to fucking 13 and burned the timeout. He barely threw a pass the entire game until about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, burning timeouts and everything, trying to strike on me and shit. You know how mad I was, bro, and every part of my mind said, pull the plug, fuck this nigga, but you can't, bro. You just can't do it at that time. You just got to think about it and remember that shit, put it in the memory bank, and you know you're going to have another chance at that guy, and then you whoop his ass. It's that simple. But again, the Chargers is to me stand up, man. He's a stand up guy, man. Emotions can get to anybody at any moment. So I just hope the narrative change coming into the final couple seasons in this league. The narrative got to change, man. One thing about me as a commissioner, bro, I would like for people to stop putting that false narrative out. Like, I'm never trying to hurt anybody as a player in my league. One, because I want my league to always run and be successful, so therefore I don't want to see nobody's downfall in my league. Two, I'm probably one of the only commissioners y'all can come to and damn near get whatever y'all want out of me. Like, oh man, my cat broke, fucked up, fix it. Yo man, this player, fix it. And you know what I mean? Because I want everybody to enjoy the league and have fun. There's not one person in this league that's a threat to me where I feel like I gotta hurt their chances of winning or progress in anything they do for me to motherfucking have to hurt that to stop them from winning. Bro, I done lost 4 straight games to McCoy, and I lost. Oh well, I think I might have been more excited that he was winning those games. I don't like losing, but the fact that he was winning those games made me, you know what? Now he's stepping up. He's turning it up. He's shutting our mouths. All the shit we was talking about him. He on top of that right now. Because if I'm looking at it as a whole for my league, I enjoyed that. Now I don't like losing to him, but I enjoyed that shit. I don't want to see nobody downfall in here. I want everybody to enjoy this league, play this shit, and keep wanting to play it. Period, bro. And that's it. Oh, he rejected me. Who he signed with? Who the fuck you signed with? The Redskins probably got his ass.
Who was it?
Huh?
Who was it?
Paul Byers, that fucking defensive end that's like a monster.
The dog. Is it the guy that the Bengals had?
Yeah, the Bengals had him. I don't know what happened, but the Bengals had him. Who the fuck is this guy? You know you getting cut. You know you getting cut. You know it. You know it. You know you starting.
Starting.
No fuck with this roster. Uh-oh, Deion Sanders' son looking like he wants some burn this year. Is the Phil era over?
Could be. I don't know about that. I think you gotta play him. he got you to the bowl, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Israel had a big part of it. Israel was actually huge for you, so because of that, you were able to control pace and stuff.
He completely dominated the playoffs, bro. That shit was a turnaround for real.
You were able to dominate.
I don't know who I want to start right here. Do I want him playing or him playing? You know what? I gotta pick my guy back there. Fuck that. Marcus Cole. Shelvin, Wilson, Sean Price, Young, Flo, Bell.
Ready for this draft though.
Flo, Bell, Young. We'll take that. Outside line by Allen, Bell, Flo. We'll take that. Corners, Bam, Bam. I need another corner. Uh-oh, we need another corner in the building. Kick returners, more and more. We'll take that. Punt returner, more Israel. Alright. Got that roster set for right now. Anybody out there? You know what? Let's see what's in this free agency. What happened to the signed players? Oh, that shit over with. Next advance is the draft. The fuck?
Wait, what happened? Oh,
Off-season free agency. Week 4. Well, I can't sign nobody. What the fuck? Alright, we at the trade period now, man. Everybody, remember, there's no trading during the draft, and you are not allowed to have 3 first-round picks or 3 second-round picks. But you can have 3 picks in the 3rd through 7th round. You can have 3 second-round picks to trade one, but you cannot do that with the first rounds. Remember that. There will not be no trades allowed during the draft. Yeah, we could get everybody on. We could draft earlier, man. We ain't got to sit here and let me get my brother on, see if he worried about drafting or not. Mike, what you say? You what?
you work tomorrow too? The fuck? Paying people to work the weekends? Damn.
Nana, I'm about to post something in the chat. I need you to add this to everybody.
Alright, I got you.
And your 90 days is over?
Yeah. Makes you getting money.
Huh? I don't know. Hat boy? Mm-hmm.
Hat boy. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
I'm about to start recording now. I really don't. If you got something personal to say to me, just call me, bro. Cause I want the real talk to last throughout this whole process right now. I'm about to go through everybody's team individually and talk about it and give everybody grades on how they've been in the league. We're gonna start from the B teams on down. And Nano, you can help me at this process. But I gave you money, go back and get him. Is it too late?
Stop.
First things first. All right, so let's look at this. Let's talk about some of these players. And now, remember, anybody that's not in my league, but you listening to the broadcast right now, we do something that most people don't do. Now, Madden 19 allowed you to be able to import draft classes like as 2K did. All right, but you still needed somebody to make the players and do all that other shit. Well, we don't. I've never done mine that way, and the way we all develop this league, we do it through me doing it myself. All right, so our draft classes is full of guys. You're gonna see names here that you can YouTube and go watch their highlights. All these guys are guys that were either in high school or college on their way to big time schools, or they at the schools now. All right, so we start off with the Bears and his process through everything. Tate Martell. If you don't know a little bit about Tate Martell's history, he was the guy that played at Bishop Gorman out there at Las Vegas and everything. Quarterback who's never lost a high school game. Ever. All right. He went to Ohio State. And being at Ohio State, I thought he played pretty solid. As a backup, you know what I mean, to over there, but he transferred to Miami, and right now he's fighting N'Kosi Perry for the starting job over there in Miami right as we speak. So coming into the 2019 season, Tate Martell could possibly be the quarterback that starts for this team. Okay. Basically. Fuck you off the hook. You already going downstairs? Is she here already? Alright. Back to Tate Martell. I apologize, fellas. Please stay tuned in, man. And we'd like to get at least 10 more people tuned in the league, man. Y'all, that's the one thing I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. For us to be doing all the shit I do for y'all in this league, bro, y'all can at least support the real draft, man. I'll be having more people that don't even play in our league join to the podcast than the guys in the league, man. Show some fucking love. Damn. But anyway, Tate Martell, I'm going to say he's right now playing top 10 football in the league as a quarterback. Even though he's coming out of a run system, man, the Chicago Bears play dirty defense, and they're going to run the fuck out of that football and put you in situations, man. But Tate Martell is a great piece for him. I like his piece over there. Now, Roquell Armstead, by far, is the top 3 running back, might be the number 1 running back in the league, period. Hands down. Anything got to stay there. Nice fullback. You got my boy Vinny Iacovino. Yo, what's up, yo? I got a second for you. Send Vinny Iacovino to me. McCoy, I got a second for you right now, man. Nice fullback over there. All right, Shamar Marshall has been playing great football. Mark Pope for Miami, good football player. Hakeem Butler, Jermaine Burton, and Marquise Spiker. So he has a really solid wide receiver core, man. But again, his passing game goes right here, right through these tight ends right here. So Mustafa Muhammad from Michigan is a dog, Pro Bowl type player. All right, Jake Marwida, whatever you fucking say his name, and Keon Zipperer. All pretty solid tight ends over here, man. The Bears is a good football team, man. They bring pressure to anybody they play. If you can't stop his run, you not winning that ball game, period. And he gonna play a down dirty game where he gonna say, let's get in the middle of the fucking boxing ring and get dirty, dog. That's how he play. Bottom line, who gonna make mistakes? It ain't gonna be me unless you make me fumble. Other than that, you gonna have to stop this run game and be able to move the ball on my defense. And I'm gonna play a close game with it if I have to, and I can play a big game if I need to. So the Bears, McCoy has a really good team over here. He's done a hell of a job building a team over here. As you can see, at this point, we 8 seasons in, man. If your team don't look like this, then you don't have a clue what the fuck you're doing as a GM, period. So a line is great. If you're going to run the ball, you need a good line. I don't know what he's going to do with this Wayne and Morris guy over here, but he got to get that fixed. He has got rid of some pieces right now, so you would think he in rebuild mode, but he's not, because he still got a good left end. Wayne Hampton is still, I thought he traded Wayne Hampton. Why is Wayne Hampton still on his team, bro? D tackle Gerald Wilson. Gerald Willis the third for Miami. And if you pay attention, you're going to see a lot of Miami guys on his roster right now because that's where he's from. So he's going to go get his guys. You know what I'm talking about? Roquan Smith, you know, he's always a dog. And he just making moves. Like I said, Leonard Warner from Florida State, big time player. Jeff Moore, cornerback. Trey Brown, and he got the boy from Florida State, Demore Tate, over here. So I think he will look to address cornerback needs. He got his my player, Casey McCoy, over here putting work in still. He was able to, he didn't even draft himself, but was able to full swing around 4 seasons later and get himself back on his roster, which is great, and he's been home ever since. Got good safeties. The guy got a good roster put together over here. The Bengals, Baker Mayfield is back at the quarterback spot. This guy hasn't had a steady quarterback over there for the last 2 seasons. We dealing with, can I get a contract extension for who? For making offs? Hell no. No contract extension for making the offs. I ain't gonna put you on blast, but hell no. That shit weird, right? Hold on, Mike. Hold my real talk down for a second.
Alright.
Fucking bitch left. Ain't come back for it. So that's how I tried to call you, man. And then I tried to catch her. So I hope the guy I got a 10 for my mom. I only be able to get one for the dressing. I'll make it so long.
I'm glad that worked.
Right.
And why it worked this time?
I told you it's a weird situation. Like, that's because they do it so much, and sometimes it's them. They'll block it at times.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird. my sister still do the pension shit and they're gonna put her name on it still. I said, you so fake, yo. Every time, like, I ain't got time for that shit. Do whatever the fuck you want and leave me out of it. She can't touch it unless my sister agree, unless my mom agree, and my sister agree. Neither one of them supposedly can touch it without the other. You know what that means? That's the future. That's her setting up the future. Goofy as hell. All right. First things first, Papa. So we got Joe Mixon still running around this league. I don't think he'd start running back over here. There's no way. The Bengals look like, I mean, as far as receiving core, he's all right. But the Bengals looking like he's going to have to retool, man. Some of these guys can't miss the draft, bro. Like, it's no way in year 7 you should be having guys not. Look at this shit. This means you not managing your team. Look at this. I'm not sitting over here. Come on, Farmer. You better get it the fuck together, bro. For real. You got a lot of work to do in this draft. For real. And you ain't playing in the offseason. You lost your best defensive player. Like, what are you over here doing, bro? Like, what are you over here doing? Like, this team is terrible. You know, Jesus Christ. This team terrible. How can you have a real draft team looking like this season 8, dog?
His running back is still Joe Mixon at 29 years old.
Bro, all this mean to me is that I done gave everybody all this time to do your re-signing and all that. I done gave everybody money. Is no excuse. That mean you ain't managing your fucking team.
He's got some 34-year-olds on the line. What the hell is going on?
He not managing his team right now. He need that. You going? Oh, good luck winning ball games over here. Good luck. What I can't understand, here's what I want to know on this Bronco team. For N'Kosi Perry to be who he is, how the fuck is he only at 88 overall still? What are you doing over here? You not building him?
No, I am. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Are you training him? Train him all year, meaning like do a training drill where you got gold on it and it's a quarterback drill. Train him all year and you do it the entire year. There's no way he shouldn't be at 99 already. I love your running back class though. Your running back class off the hook. You still got Philip Lindsay sitting around, I see.
Yeah, he's just sitting there.
And got some good receivers too, bro. So you manage your team, right? That's what a managed team supposed to look like. I like it. Like what I'm saying right now. I ain't gotta go through everything. I like what I'm saying right now. But when you think of the Broncos, man, honestly, bro, when we think of your team, we think of defense because you do play solid D. I think it's what you built over here is why your defense is good. Like, look at this shit. You got dogs everywhere, and they play. Jalen Phillips is a monster. Chris Gray is a monster.
Just grabbed another corner off of at free agency too.
So your defense, when we think of the Broncos, we think of defense, and on offense, you look like Boone. Period. Flat out. Let's talk about jungle, bitch. Every year he got one of the best rosters on the game. Every year. Just waiting for him to win the Super Bowl, man. Hey, man, Jungle, what's going on, bro? Super Bowl coming soon? And no, I ain't talking shit because I won one, my nigga. I'm talking shit because I know you can win one. Because you pit a team better, or you learn from me, though. So, but why you need 6 fullbacks, though? Get rid of these guys. Kareem Hunt still a dog. This guy make any receiver a fucking a monster, but that's what he do, throw the ball. When you play jungle, you're going to have to play a guy that can fling the ball all over the park. Short, medium, and deep throws everywhere. Period. I ain't got to go through all that. The Bucks, when you play the Bucks, you want to stop them corner routes right now. But I think this quarterback that he got last year in the draft is going to change is changing his team, period, man. I think him having this 6'6", 6'5" guy at quarterback is fucking lights out changing. Like, this guy, he's a dog. And the Bucks play good football, man. Throw the ball pretty well too. I would say a top 3 passer in the league, top 4. Cardinals. Now, Circle Bob is a wild card. I don't think people understand when I say wild card. I'm not talking about wild card. He's going to make the playoffs every year as a wild card guy. He's a wild card. You never know what Circle Bob you're going to get. You can get Circle Bob. Well, this is what I think Circle Bob do, bro. I think before he played his opponent, he watched whatever games you lost to somebody, and then he kill you with their offense. I swear to God, bro. That's exactly what he do. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This guy will look at, I played this guy about 4 or 5 times in this league. I've never played. I don't know what the fuck he run. I can't even tell you. Ain't no lining up and thinking about what he doing. I don't fucking know. I know the last game we played, he beat me. He ran hood offense the entire time. 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, bounce out and throw the ball, playmaker all game long. I'm like, where the hell is shit coming from? But I think that's his Achilles heel, and I think it helps him and it hurts him, because the message is you're watching a lot of film to see what people doing against people that work and all that, but you don't have your own identity. And until you get your own identity, I think that's just the reason why you're not beating hood on a consistent basis and you're not winning in the NFC West. I think if you really have your own identity on offense and you find it and you got the quarterback to do it with and you got him balling, if you find your own identity and stick to that shit, I think you'll make noise. I think you're a top 10 player, easy. Maybe top 8 player, easy, bro. And that's just real talk, how I feel, in my opinion, but it's real talk. Chargers, again. I do love what he did with his running backs. I mean, I wanted Justin Fields won MVP this year of the league, but I think if he didn't split carries between John Emery Jr. and McIntyre, he could have possibly won it with John Emery. He ran both these guys all year. They both had 1,000 yards plus running back, and then John Emery still won damn near all the awards. But with him, Boone says, all he do is run the ball. And then you play him, and then all he do is throw the ball. So I think he's just great at the intermediate shit. When in the passing game, he will work you on post routes all game long, and he will high pass you anywhere on the field. He don't wait till he get to the red zone to throw a high pass. But he will check down. He will throw intermediate routes. I think he has a really good football system, and he has a football mind. So he's a top guy in the league, man. One of the top dogs in the league. I will say that. Chief, C-Hound is C-Hound, man. I will tell you this, if you let C-Hound get the running game going, you're in trouble. He just busted trade for Lorenzo Lingard from Miami. I think that's big. He's starting to get this running back game together. You might as well throw Leonard Fournette at fullback, bro. Yep. Oh, no, you got a good fullback. I guess not. All right, so you got 3-head monster over there with Isaiah Spiller, Lorenzo Lingard, and Leonard Fournette. Again, I think if C-Hound can get the running game going, he can cause some havoc over there. Shaq, to me, is one of the most improved players in our league. Shaq's always been around. He hasn't been around the entire real draft, but Shaq's been messing around in my league. He's been a legit member, meaning he's always been around.
He got Kasim Hill.
He just went and got Kasim Hill, but I don't really know if I like that, though, because Perkins is the same type of player. Shaq's an OG. Bryce Perkins is the same quarterback as Kasim Hill. I don't really know. It ain't too much of a difference, but I mean, I get it. I see what he's doing. But Shaq's one of the most improved players, bro. Like the season he had, man, I really think he played pretty solid. Now the Cowboys, man, is an up and down type guy, man. The Cowboys will win a big game and then lose to somebody he ain't supposed to lose to. But I definitely, top 15, 20 player, easy in the league, man. But the Trevor Lawrence experience over there, he's been up and down. Like I said, I really like him having Trevor Lawrence over here at Prid. But we shall see, man. See how some things gonna go. Dolphins. Now, he ain't been around, but he got my favorite quarterback, though. I'll tell you that, Kevin Harvey. Kevin Harvey hasn't finished a full season since season 2. This guy get dropped every game, and I think he don't know what slide mean or something, because this guy go out for 8 weeks every year. They be over there. They be breaking his. They be breaking the shit out of Kevin Harvey over there, man. He be getting him hurt. He get hurt every season, bro. This shit crazy. But Anton is Anton. That's my guy, man. If Anton's locked in and playing, you get a good Anton. If not, this motherfucker gonna travel the world buying Gucci belts and shit all day long. You know what I'm talking about? Eagles, again, Big Mo is good. Eagles got one of the quietest kept rosters. That's probably one of the best rosters in the league, is right here with the Eagles. We just haven't had a user to actually bring these team out. If Big Mo give us something, Big Mo could be a good player. I'm not going to spend time until you do it. Now, Black's good when he's playing, but he's not playing all the time. So you never know what Black you're going to get. You're going to get Black locked in or slippery when wet Black locked in. Mill got one of the best rosters over here too. We just bailed our lawyer. Thanks, Mike, for bailing my brother out of jail, my dog. I appreciate that shit. He back now. He was gone. He had to do a year. He's back now. RDL3 got Mill back. That's why we fuck with the lawyer. He get everybody out. We'll see Dirty Rat get out and Madden 20 drop. He'll be out. So we good. Mill back. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Knox is one of the most methodical football minds I've seen in a long time in our league, bro. This guy's good, period. Flat out good. Ain't no taking that away from him. He's good methodically. He just do some things in the passing game, run game. He ain't worrying about blowing you out. He don't care about stats. He care about the W, and that's it. He also was a Super Bowl winner. So was the Chargers. My bad. Slipped past that. Now, the Lions, to me, outside of Shaq, this is the most improved coach in our league, bro. Flat out. Mark, keep doing what you're doing, man. We ain't gonna slide and talk about how I got you under my wing right now, but all that, we ain't gonna say that out loud. But anyway, keep doing what you do, my boy. Everybody, look, it's the funny shit. Oh man, this nigga dumb. He keep giving up his first round picks to Ant, keep getting the #1 pick, top 3, all this and that, and you ain't talking that shit when he start beating on y'all though. What's wrong with this roster? No, he does. Oh, they giving up all these picks and this and that, man. We know what we doing, bro. Don't nobody just be over here raping nobody. Give me this, give me that. Nah, look at this roster. Fuck wrong with y'all. Let's talk about it. You better get that line together. I know that. He got all good linemen, but they just not up to par yet, bro. See, this is why he losing games right here. Can't have no line 8 years in. And see, most of these guys only in their second year, though. All right, Mark. We got to work on building this line over here. But I will say this. Right here, look at them. Shiloh Sanders and Keely Ringo are the scariest 2 tandem corners in the league right now. 2 together. I think Sturtevant and Henderson is like that, but these guys, they young gunners right now. I'm calling them 2 the young gunners. This Shiloh, you just can't throw the ball on him, period. And Kilo Ringo is stepping up to that challenge too. So the Lions is shitting. Now the Monarchs, Bigger Valley in the building. All right. Definitely a top 5 player in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Top 5. He ain't nowhere outside the top 10, I would say that. And consistently, he do what he do every year, man. He over there playing in one of the hardest divisions with him and Knox over there. And he makes the playoffs every year. I quoted this guy as saying, picture me not ever making the playoffs. Well, I still haven't seen him not make it yet. So when you got that type of confidence, you one of those guys. You heard? And then the Packers, yeah, I definitely build the fuck out of a football team, and I'm ass though. We'll keep sliding. Panthers, my boy Reef. This is the listen. If you're paying attention to what I'm ready to say right now, hear me and hear me fucking clear, okay? Hear everything I'm about to say about my boy Reef. Listen to this closely. Get a pen out, notebook, piece of paper, and write this shit down right now. If you have the Panthers on your schedule, please do me a favor and reach the fuck out ASAP. That's the first thing I'm going to say to you. The moment you look at the schedule and you see this guy's name on your schedule, reach out right away. You don't have to play him right now, but start some type of dialogue to get a game scheduled. Please. Because this is the most angriest guy I ever met, ever. In the league, bro. I've never seen nobody more angry than this guy. I think this guy, if he had a chance, he will rip half of y'all heads off in this league. He is the most angriest human being I've ever seen in my life. And I thought I held that title. This guy is one, and I'll be like, holy shit. Yo, if you see half this, oh my God, bro. But the funny thing is, his anger when he want to play a game and niggas be ducking or whatever the case may be is nothing